Bonjour, y'all. My name is Brita, and today on Witches Unite, I am starting the new Brilliant event featuring Dumbledore. And I'm doing that at home from my couch in my robe, even though it is almost 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. So I sent out a tweet. If you're not following me on Twitter, HP Witches Unite, you should definitely follow me. Asking you guys if any of you would be interested in me playing Wizards Unite from home while talking about mental health. So the reason that I'm not dressed is because today is a bad day with my depression. I don't think I've talked about my depression or anxiety on my channel before. I think I've mentioned it a few times on my Twitter account, but never here in video. In addition to having Crohn's disease, I have depression and anxiety. And one of the reasons that I wanted to talk about it is because I am a pink and sparkly person. I am a happy person. I'm an outgoing person. None of that is fake. Like, all of that is really who I am. But I am that person with depression. And sometimes I do have days when it's hard for me to get out of bed, when it's hard for me to get dressed, when it's hard for me to eat real food. So today is one of those days, and I still find pleasure, I still find joy in things like Wizards Unite. So I'm going to play it. I'm just going to play it at home. So let's see what we have going on here. Hello, Brita. I'm glad I found you. I'm afraid we've got a situation on our hands. The calamity has become more active. It seems to center around Dumbledore and maybe Voldemort. Now, most of the Foundables can be tied directly to Dumbledore, but depending how you look at them, they're connected to Voldemort too. We need to be vigilant. Okay, so of course, I already did a live stream about all the tasks, and of course, there's an article up on the hub with everything. But here are the first 5 tasks, which luckily I can do from home. So, hold on, let me see if I can move my recording overlay so it's not in the middle of my screen. All right. I am going to pop on a tonic for trace detection potion, as well as a brain elixir, which will last for an hour. I'm low on brain elixirs because I am out of Toadstool. And here we go. Time to start catching things. That was a great spell cast. Arresto Momentum. Of course, I think the task for Arresto Momentum hasn't come up yet. That was a masterful spell cast. Awesome. Of course, I have potions to collect, but I know that that will come up in the 3rd set of tasks, I think. 2nd or 3rd. All right, use 2 potions is already done. I've done 3 out of 5 good spell. Oh, it was only good. Huh, and I was doing great. Return 10 Foundables. So, of course, I live in a rural area, and I don't have any Foundables on my screen right now. So since I have a brain elixir going, I'm going to open up my gifts and get some extravagant ones. Of course, I'm high up on spell energy, so I'll have to see if I have any extravagant runestone gifts. That's a regular one. or if I have any extravagant ingredient gifts. Let's see, I'll do a sponsored runestone gift. It's a little extra XP. And a simulo ingredient gift, also a little extra XP. It would be really nice if we could sort our gifts based on if they're extravagant or not. Also, my friends are a lot better about sending out gifts than I am because, as I mentioned, I'm a rural player with Crohn's disease and depression. So a lot of times I am just playing at home, which means I'm not at inns, I'm not at greenhouses. I don't have ways to get gifts to send other people. All right, well, hopefully before my brain elixir runs out, I will have used up my spell energy so I can get some more of those spell energy gifts from people. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I also wish we could skip the spell animation if it resists, because that's just frustrating. There we go. That was another great spell cast. That's another foundable returned. So, still need to return more foundables of any family. But hey, I got those 5 good spell casts, so I can collect that reward. This is where I live, you guys. So, as you can see, there is a single greenhouse on the map. Actually, I'm trying to see if you can see it from this view. Maybe not. Maybe you have to actually be zoomed in more so you can see more flat. I'm trying to show y'all. Oh, here it is. There's the single greenhouse, which I will blur out what it's called so you guys don't know where I live. But yeah, that's it. And it's not within walking distance, like not even close. All right, my first Brilliant Foundable has arrived. Oh my gosh, Brilliant Fox is beautiful. Even more beautiful than regular fox. So hopefully I get it. Resisted. Ridiculous. Okay, come on. And of course I can't tap through the animation because it's a new foundable. Okay, sweet. There you are, beautiful fox. Return. Nice little XP bonus for the first one. And okay, now I have finished the first set of tasks. I can collect my rewards, which is a bunch of ingredients mostly. All right, let's see. Arrest and Momentum, brew 3 potions, return 5 Brilliant Fox foundables. So I've been sitting on these potions all day. It's been driving me crazy not collecting them. And of course I didn't time my potions well. I should have had this potion be shorter so it would be ready, but that's okay. I can wait half an hour. All right, another Brilliant Foundable. It's another fox, which is perfect because I need 5 of him, I think is what it said. There we go. This is where I have to cast the Arresto Momentum. So we are going to see if any of these are, yes, okay. I do need Angelina, and she is Arresto Momentum. Tyler, she's resisting. Come on. Oh, so it does seem like the Arrest and Momentum spawns are boosted even though that was not listed as an effect. But I'm getting that impression right now, so I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach gurgling. It's one of the fun things about Crohn's disease, all sorts of digestive issues. Cool. Just collect this because I have a brain elixir going, so I might as well get the XP for everything that shows up. Also, I want to use up spell energy so I can open another extravagant spell energy gift. Man, it is not wanting to be returned. It's very, very frustrating. Okay, so time to pop on another tonic for trace detection potion, which I have a ton of. It's ridiculous. And hope that it helps me get more brilliant traces so that I can get all of the foxes that I need, and then I can progress to the third set of tasks. Yes, it's still fox. So beautiful, fox, so beautiful. Perfect. Excellent, 2 out of 5. Okay, there's probably not going to be anything on my screen for the next few minutes. So let's talk about depression and mental health. Some of you on Twitter did say that you would be interested in me talking about this. So I guess I'm just going to talk, and I don't really have a script or an outline or anything, which I usually have an outline of everything that I'm going to say. I was diagnosed with depression, I guess a year and a half ago, but I probably have had it since, I would say, October 2016. And that was a little bit more than a year after my mom died, and my mom dying was a really hard thing in my life. It's still a hard thing in my life. And that sort of triggered my depression, but also my struggling with Crohn's disease triggered my depression. So I really thought that my Crohn's would be a lot better by October 2016. But that's when I had a doctor's appointment with my gastroenterologist, and he said that there was not significant improvement in my inflammation. And I'd been on, at that point, Remicade, which is a strong medication, for like 14 months. And fast forward several years, I'm still really sick. I'm on a different strong medication, and it's, I have tests like every 6 months to see if I'm improved. And every 6 months, I have to be told that I'm not. And it's keeping me from achieving some of the things that I want in life. I'm 32 years old, and I thought that I would have my first kid before I was 30. My husband and I got married. I was 26, and he was 27. And we thought that we would start trying for kids after like 2 or 3 years of marriage, and we're coming up on 6 years of marriage, and I'm too sick to have children. And not only am I too sick to be pregnant, like pregnancy would be really dangerous for me, with as tired as I am all the time, and like how much I need to sleep, and how like I never know if I'm going to spend days in pain with vomiting and stuff. We couldn't even adopt a child right now. In fact, I was just looking at foster requirements to, because eventually I would love to be a foster parent. We have the material wealth, I guess you could say, to open up our home to children. I'm not healthy enough to be a foster parent. Like, that's one of the requirements that you need to have to become a foster parent. There's a bunch of different things that you have to do, and I'm probably too sick because I don't have the physical ability to take care of another human being. I barely take care of myself. And I know I'm talking a lot about Crohn's disease, but the thing is, with people with chronic illnesses, mental health problems are actually pretty high. Like, it's pretty common for somebody with a chronic illness to have depression. Just, I've been dealing with having Crohn's disease for over 20 years, and really it's a testament to the fact that I was relatively healthy for so long, and that I've had such a strong support system, that I didn't have depression before 2016. Like, the fact that I went so long with pretty positive, pretty strong mental health, despite all of my physical challenges. And now I'm learning how to live with depression, and I'm learning how to deal with it, and it's really a day-by-day thing. I do take an antidepressant, and I do certain things that help me with my mental health. So, like, today is a bad day for my depression, so I've done really easy things that can make me feel productive. Like, I planned out 3 Instagram posts, and that might not sound like a lot, but, I wrote maybe 300 words for each caption, and so I spent time writing, which is something I love, and I also spent time planning out something that matters to me. So even though it's just a little thing, it's something that counts. I sent out some blog-related emails, posted some clever things to Facebook to try and improve my Facebook page engagement. Just really small tasks, stuff that does legitimately have to be done at some point, but things that are easy for me to do even when I'm having a bad day. And that's just one of the things I do when my depression is bad. And playing Wizards Unite is something that brings me joy. It's something that makes me feel good. I'm enjoying doing this right now and filming, just because my depression is bad today, it doesn't mean that I'm incapable of happiness. It doesn't mean that I'm incapable of doing things. It just means that it's all a lot harder. It's harder for me to get stuff done. It's harder for me to focus. It's harder for me to feel good about myself. It's harder to be creative. I can still do all of that. It's just that I can't do very much of it. That's kind of what a bad depression day is like for me. As you can see, I finally got dressed, and Dan is now behind the camera. We are at Sunny Mountain playing a little bit in the cold so that he can get the first and second set of tasks done for the Brilliant event. As you can see, since my previous recording, I finished the first and second sets, and now I am on the third one, which includes the fun challenge of 5 Portkeys. So when I talk about living in a rural area, this is kind of what I mean. The Sunny Mountain is a nature preserve that's roughly 10 minutes away from our house, and this is where we like to play the most often because it's kind of the only area near us that has a fortress and 2 inns. But to get up here to the second inn and the greenhouse, we do literally have to hike. It's an easy hike, but we do literally have to hike to get up here. So one of the ways that my depression manifests is that it's hard for me to do things by myself. I lack intrinsic motivation, which is really frustrating because I am usually very self-motivated. Luckily, my wonderful husband is out here today with me, which makes it easy for me to come outside to play Wizards Unite. It is day 2 of the Brilliant event. Luckily, my mental health is a lot better today. So I am back at Sawney Mountain with Dan to collect our toadstools that we planted yesterday. I have been out of these for ages, so I was very happy to spend the necessary energy yesterday to get 9 of them today. Unfortunately, as soon as my depression got better, my Crohn's disease decided to strike. So I spent the last 2 days dealing with pain and nausea and a really rough fever, meaning I don't have a lot of time left to try and complete the Brilliant event. Dan and I are out here at the Dawsonville Outlets, which is a Simon Mall location, hoping to walk the rest of our Portkeys before the Brilliant event ends. Finally unlocked my 5th Portkey, so I'm going to collect those rewards real quick and then collect the task rewards, and finally I'm on the 4th set of tasks. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to make it through the bonus assignment unless I get a huge burst of energy and the weather is amazing tomorrow, because I don't have time to walk all those Portkeys. But I can at least finish the regular tasks. Finally completed all of my Brilliant tasks. I get to collect the rest of my rewards. Sadly, like I mentioned earlier, I don't really think I'm going to complete the bonus assignment. But you know what? As long as I complete the regular Brilliant event, I'm pretty happy with what I'm done. So yeah, I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. It's definitely different than what I normally film. I talked a lot about depression and I talked a little bit about Crohn's disease. But my Twitter followers at least seemed interested. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you have any questions about mental health or about chronic illness, please leave them in the comments below. Until next time, au revoir, witches.